While you're debating whether Bitcoin is real money, billionaires just quietly moved $50 billion into it this year. They're calling it digital gold, but what do they know that you don't? Here's what's happening right now. Your government printed more money in the last 3 years than in the previous decade combined. Your savings account pays 0.5% interest, while inflation eats 8% of your purchasing power annually. Traditional gold, it's heavy, hard to store, and expensive to move. Meanwhile, the ultra-wealthy are quietly stacking something that behaves like gold but moves at the speed of the internet. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, launched a Bitcoin ETF. Fidelity has billions in crypto. Even countries like El Salvador made Bitcoin legal tender. These aren't crypto bros in their mom's basement. These are the people who manage trillions. But here's where it gets interesting. Gold has been money for 5,000 years because it's scarce, hard to find, hard to mine. But Bitcoin, it's the first truly scarce digital asset in human history. Think about it. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. Ever. That's it. No government can print more. No company can create more. It's written in code, and that code is running on hundreds of thousands of computers worldwide, while central banks can print unlimited dollars, euros, or yen, literally creating trillions out of thin air. Bitcoin's supply is mathematically limited. Every 4 years, the rate of new Bitcoin creation gets cut in half. It's like gold, but with a guarantee that no one will ever flood the market. So, why are the rich buying this so aggressively? Simple. Portfolio protection. When you have serious money, you don't put it all in one basket. You might have real estate, stocks, bonds, commodities, and yes, gold. But traditional gold has problems. It doesn't pay dividends, it costs money to store securely, and try shipping $1 million worth of gold bars across borders. Bitcoin solves these problems. It's borderless. You can send $1 billion worth anywhere in the world in minutes for a few dollars in fees. It's divisible. You can own tiny fractions, and it's verifiable. No one can counterfeit it or dilute it. But here's where most people get confused. Bitcoin is volatile, really volatile. Gold moves maybe 20% in a bad year. Bitcoin can move 20% in a day. So why would smart money touch something this crazy? Because they're not buying it for next week or next month. They're buying it for the next decade. Look at the 4-year cycles. Despite all the crashes and chaos, Bitcoin has outperformed every traditional asset class over any 4-year period since its creation. The wealthy aren't trying to time the market. They're positioning for the long-term shift. And here's the thing about network effects. The more people who use something, the more valuable it becomes. Think about the internet or social media or even money itself. As more institutions adopt Bitcoin as a treasury asset, as more countries consider it legal tender, as more payment systems integrated, the network becomes more valuable and more stable. We're watching the early stages of a massive shift. First it was tech companies like Tesla and MicroStrategy, then payment companies like PayPal and Square. Now it's traditional financial institutions and sovereign wealth funds. But there's something most people miss about this trend. Here's the beautiful and terrifying part. Unlike traditional investments that require minimum amounts, connections, or accredited investor status, anyone can buy Bitcoin. You can own the same asset as BlackRock with $10. But, and this is crucial, the wealthy have advantages you don't. They can weather volatility because they don't need the money tomorrow. They have tax strategies to minimize gains. They can dollar cost average with amounts that would change your life but represent pocket change to them. The question isn't whether Bitcoin will succeed. Institutional adoption suggests that ship has sailed. The question is, will you understand it well enough to benefit, or will you watch from the sidelines as another wealth-building opportunity passes by? But here's what the institutions won't tell you. They're not just buying and holding, they're using sophisticated strategies, dollar cost averaging over years, hedging with options, earning yield through lending platforms. The difference between smart money and regular people isn't just how much they invest, it's how they invest. The wealthy treat Bitcoin like digital real estate. They buy consistently, ignore the noise, think in decades, not days. They understand that truly scarce assets in a world of infinite money printing tend to go up over long periods. Look, I'm not telling you to mortgage your house for Bitcoin, but if the smartest money in the world is treating this as digital gold, maybe it's worth understanding why. Start small, learn the basics, understand what you're buying before you buy it. And remember, Yebarkar pine pas you buying must quotidian data and my dis purple. Bepos cockes be warpes parparlis typarta totiles time to learn about an asset class is before everyone else figures it out. Here's what I want you to do right now. And I mean right now, while this is fresh in your mind. First, smash that like button if this changed how you think about Bitcoin and digital assets. Seriously, it helps more people discover this content who need to see it. Second, hit subscribe and ring that notification bell. Third, drop a comment below and tell me, what's one thing about Bitcoin that still confuses you? I read every single comment and I'll make videos answering your biggest questions. Don't be shy. If you're confused about something, thousands of others are too. And if you want to go deeper down this rabbit hole right now, I have a video explaining how your money is losing value every second that'll teach you everything schools never did. It's linked in the description below. Remember, the wealthy didn't get wealthy by accident. They understand money differently than everyone else. The question is, are you ready to start thinking like them? See you in the next one. And trust me, you won't want to miss what I'm about to reveal about how the ultra rich operate.